guys, how you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Yeah, I want to talk about the story about Nick Cordova, that he was murdered on Facetime in 2020, and 4 years now don't went by, and they don't have any clues, like they really don't. So anyway, I'm gonna read the story to y'all. Who killed Nick Cordova? Father murdered her over FaceTime remains unsolved. And Gilbert Police Department. Arizona father and husband Nick Cordova was killed on May 27, 2020 in Gilbert. His death remained unsolved, and a person of interest seen in surveillance footage still hasn't been found. Cordova widow Alicia hoped sharing his story. Someone someone will have answers about his death. 4 years has passed since Nick Cordova murder in Gilbert, and his wife is steadfast in finding out who took him from her and his two children. Nick was shot and killed while on FaceTime with his kids. That's crazy. Like, oh my God. Like, that had to be devastating. Oh, I would just die. I don't know. That's just horrible. A 300-page police report and 911 call had left loved ones with many questions. Who killed him and why? His widow believed it was time to put pressure on the Gilbert Police Department to make a break in this case. He had the best smile, Alicia Cordova said. That's his wife. Together, they had it all. Married in 2012, Nick and Alicia Cordova quickly became a family of four. We were two and done. People used to say that, two and done. You know, you have two kids and like, I'm done. Excuse me. We had our son and we had our daughter. We said if we had two boys, he was like, we'll be done. I was like, no. If we have two boys, we'll try for a third. I could have talked. She said I could have talked him into it. She said, long before a house and two kids, the two met at a graduation party. He's a nice looking man, y'all. He's a nice looking man. Then at the end of the night, he was standing at the door when I left. And I was like, you're cute. You should give me your number. And so he gave me his number. And I feel like the rest is kind of history from there. Alicia said, it was love. It was a love story filled with unforgettable memories. Nick was the co-owner of Gerbert Air, a company specialized in air conditioning and heating service. He had a good job, y'all. Alicia said his goal was to build the business so that one day he could retire early and spend more time with his family. He was going a lot. He would leave sometime before the kids got up. I'd be like, please be home before they go to bed so they can see you. But he worked a lot and really tried to build the company up. It was his third baby, she said. He worked a lot for his family. He always FaceTimed the kids and Capri the office just to see their faces. They said FaceTime goes wrong. On May 27, 2020, just about 5 p.m., life for the Cordova family changed. I was in the kitchen and then I heard Capri say like something. something's wrong. And so I grabbed the phone, and I mean, I couldn't see anything, but like my instinct just kicked in, like something wasn't right. She said, I could hear a muffling sound, like someone yelling. I immediately took the phone and ran into the room where my phone was and called 911. This is crazy. This is scary, y'all. Like, oh my goodness. She said she dispatched 911. They said, what's the emergency? Alicia, I'm on FaceTime with my husband. My kids are FaceTiming and someone came in and started beating him. Wow. Okay, what's your address? He's at Gilbert Air. It's terrifying. I felt helpless because I just screamed through the phone like someone, like someone did something. Someone said something. She's remembered. While Gilbert police officer rushed to the scene, Alicia um, stared at Nick's office ceiling from his phone camera where he still was on FaceTime. Imagine that. You on the phone talking to your children on FaceTime and somebody come in and attack you. This is sad. This is so sad. I'm pretty sure I saw a black glove or black gun above. I didn't hear any shots or anything though. I could hear him screaming, yelling. Someone was hitting him, she said. The 911 caller picked up audio because Alicia and Nick's business partner, who picked up Nick's phone while it was still on FaceTime. Dave Sweetman had been Nick's silent partner, business partner for about a year. Nick was the one who had picked up and built the company to what it is and what it was. He comes home. He'll come home and just say that he'd been arguing about this or that. Yeah, their relationship was not. They didn't have a friendship or a great relationship. It was purely business relation. Alicia, his wife said. His wife said, Dave, is he okay? He's breathing, Dave. Answer me. Wait, hold on. His business partner picked up the phone and she's asking him, is he breathing? And he's not saying anything. She said, Alicia said, Dave, what the is going on? When the police arrived, Nick was found with a gunshot to the head. Gilbert police said Sweetman was detained, placed in handcuffs, and told the officers that two men had come into the office. One suspect hit him on the head while the other shot and killed Nick. Really? Hold on. Okay. You're two men. Okay? You're two men. And then you said these men came in and they just bopped you on the head and shot Nick execution style. Sweeten turned his own handgun, a 9mm Sig Sauer, over to the police. Two employees later told police that they had left the business just about 5 p.m. and didn't see anything suspicious. One of them remembered Nick and Sweetie having a closed door meeting, and the conversation got louder than normal. Not understanding this. They have a picture here. See, I should have had my big thing so I could have showed you this picture. The murder of a 40-year-old man from Gilbert on May 27th leaves his family devastated. They are hoping to catch his killer, and one of them was seen on released surveillance video. Okay, now they say the surveillance video released. Alicia was blindsided. He wasn't involved in anything shady or any criminal activity. Is there something I could have possibly not known? No way. 100%. There was nothing shady going on with him at all, she said. The police report says Sweetman was not a suspect at the time, but his involvement remains unclear. He declined to speak on camera about the case, but called this the most traumatic ordeal he's experienced. Just weeks after Nick's murder, Gilbert police released surveillance video of a suspect at the nearby gas station. He walked into the store, headed down, briefly speaking to the clerk, and then walked blocks outside. This is captured minutes after the shooting. Police said the suspect drove off in a two-tone red and silver Ford F-150 truck. Gilbert police had high-quality security footage from inside the Gilbert area, but it never been released to the public. A unique piece of evidence found at the crime scene was a potato with a hole in it to make the pow pow like a silencer. That was crazy. I do feel like he was targeted. I wish I could say it was a freak accident and somebody just came in. You know, two guys came in hoping to like rob someone and take some money, but they deep down, that's not what I think happened. She said. His wife said. More than 4 years later, and no arrest, Alicia is afraid her husband's case is cold. I say moments by moment because it literally is. That's what it is. As a widow or whatever you're grieving, it's only one day I can be okay. I've got this. We're good. Then the next day, I'm in bed and can't function. So it's been really hard, she said. Like a roller coaster ride. The the ups and downs are unpredictable, just like what happened to Nick when he was taken from us at the age of 40. It really, excuse me, it's really hard being in the house because this is the home that we plan to raise our children together. He put the entire swing up in the front yard, and everything in here was done together. But for me, it's like darkness in here, having to live in the house that was planned on growing old together, grow together in, and then him not physically being here. She said, it's a lot. Fox 10 asked Gilbert police to speak on camera about the case, but a spokesman declined, saying this is an active investigation. If you have any information on what happened, call Gilbert police at 800 343 tips or 8477. This is really sad, y'all. Yeah. This is really, 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 really sad. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all a little clip. I'm going to show y'all a little clip from this here. Because this is really sad that this Nick is on camera with his 2 children. And someone, you know, comes in and attacks him and shoot him. And they know they know he on camera with his children, and to be that low. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm feeling some type of way about the business partner. You know what I'm saying? It's only been a year, and plus there wasn't on. I mean, what kind of business partner, like silent business partner, you have that, you know, y'all not on good terms? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why even be, you know, business partners? And then he's the one that found him. Matter of fact, that's not even true. He said he was there. Because he said that they bopped him on the head. Why bop him on the head? They're going to use that same pow to shoot Nick, but they're not going to shoot him. They figure like, okay, you ain't nobody. I'm just going to bop you. But I'm going to shoot this other guy. Execution style. And not even that. Let me just say this here. Okay, because I'm not stupid. You had a whole potato on the gun. Okay? You had a potato on it. So you bop the silent partner and shoot Nick. That doesn't make any sense. And then she's asking you questions like, is he breathing? You know, and you're not answering. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense, because you would be more, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if I'm in that type of situation, I'd be frantic. I'd be like, look, listen. You got somebody there to talk to. You have his wife, so she's asking you questions. You should be like, you know, like, yo, call 911 right now. This is crazy. I just got hurt. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know, just flip out. I don't know. Allegedly, I'm not saying that the partner did it or had somebody to do it. You know what I'm saying? They do have somebody on camera, but I think they're going to keep that close to the vest. I don't know. There's a video out, and I'm going to show you, y'all. Okay? All right. Y'all hit that like button and subscribe. This story is so sad, right? Oh, my goodness. This is a really sad story. I feel so bad because, you know, they put so much into, you know, building a family and the love they had for one another. You know, for this to happen to them. This is so sad. And I know that she can't, like, basically function right. And it's been 4 years. So basically, it is basically going cold. You know? I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I don't know if they should give the silent partner a lie detector test. That you can't hold up in court anyway. But I don't think they should, you know, give up. But if they have surveillance of the person that they said that was driving the minivan, maybe they could put some pressure on him and he would tell, like, what really happened. Because she said he had no enemies. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, she's home and he's there. So, you know, who knows. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to shut up and let y'all see the video, okay? All right. Hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate it, y'all. All right. Peace.
Wants justice for her husband 4 years after his tragic murder.
Nick Cordova was shot and killed while FaceTiming his kids. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum is live here with an exclusive interview with the love of Nick's life. Justin.
And John, Ellen, the tragedy happened in Gilbert back in 2020. The 300-page police report and 911 call leave loved ones with so many questions. Who killed Nick Cordova and why? His widow believes it's time to put pressure on Gilbert PD to make a break in this case. a home. Look no further than the Cordova family. Photo frames act as time capsules.
Yeah, and he had the best smile.
Alicia Cordova is talking about her first love. Together, they had it all.
Everyone said he had the Justin Bieber haircut, and I cut his hair. I do hair.
Married in 2012, Nick and Alicia Cordova.
Have all probably been sitting in bed.
No, we just ended up getting on the road because we went.
They quickly started a family of 4.
Did you want more?
No, we were 2 and done.
2?
Yeah, we had our son and we had our daughter. We said if we had 2 boys, he was like, we'd be done. I said, no, if we had 2 boys, we'd try for a third. I could have talked him into it.
Let me see. How many did you do?
Long before the house and 2 kids, Alicia and Nick met at a graduation party.
And then at the end of the night, he was standing at the door when I left, and I was like, you're cute. You should give me your number. And so he gave me his number, and I feel like the rest is kind of history from there.
It was the all-American love story, filled with unforgettable memories. Nick was the co-owner of Gilbert Air, a company specializing in air conditioning and heating services. Alicia says his goal was to build the business up so that one day he could retire early, spend more time with his family.
He was gone a lot. He would leave sometimes before the kids got up. And then I'd be like, please be home before they go to bed so they can, see you. But he worked a lot and really tried to build the company up. And it was his 3rd baby.
But he always FaceTimes his kids, Cruz and Capri, from the office. On May 27th, 2020, just after 5 in the evening, life for the Cordovas would change.
I was in the kitchen and then I heard Capri say like something's wrong. And so I grabbed the phone and I couldn't see anything, but like my instincts just kicked in that something wasn't right. I could hear muffled noises, some yelling. And so I immediately like took the phone and ran into my room where my phone was and called 911.
It's okay to breathe. Yes, so I'm on FaceTime with my husband. My kids are FaceTiming, and someone came in and started like beating him. I think they had him. What's your address? He's at Gilbert Air.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And I felt helpless because I'm just screaming through this phone, like, someone do something, someone say something.
While Gilbert officers headed to the scene, Alicia stared at Nick's office ceiling through his phone camera.
I'm pretty sure I saw a black glove or gun above. I didn't hear any shots or anything, though. I could hear him saying, yelling, screaming. Someone was hitting him. Who's there? Pick up the phone. David who? Dave!
And
pick up the phone!
Dave Sweetman had been Nick's silent business partner for about a year.
Nick was the one that had stepped up and built the company to what it was. And so he'd come home and just say that they had been arguing about this or that. Their relationship was not, they didn't have a friendship or a great relationship. It was purely business related.
Dave! Is he okay? Is he breathing? Dave, answer me! Dave, what the is going on?
Nick was found with a gunshot to the head. According to Gilbert police, Dave was detained, placed in handcuffs, and told officers that 2 men came into the office. One suspect hit him on the head while the other shot and killed Nick, Dave said, calling it a robbery, despite a substantial amount of cash left at the scene. Dave turned his own handgun over to police. 2 employees later told police that they left the business just after 5 p.m. and saw nothing suspicious. One of them remembers Nick and Dave having a closed-door meeting, the conversation louder than normal. Alicia, now a widow, blindsided.
He wasn't involved in anything shady or any criminal activity. Was there something I could have possibly not have known? And no way, 100%, there was nothing shady going on with him at all.
The police report says Dave Sweetman was not a suspect at the time, but his involvement remained unclear. I did text with Dave, who declined to speak on camera about the case, but called this the most traumatic ordeal he's experienced. Just weeks after Nick's murder, Gilbert PD released a surveillance video of a suspect seen at a nearby gas station. He walks into the store, head down, briefly speaking to the clerk, and then walks back outside. This is captured minutes after the shooting. Police say the suspects drove off in a two-tone red and silver Ford F-150 pickup truck. Gilbert police does have high-quality security footage from inside Gilbert Air, but it's never been released. One unique piece of evidence found at the crime scene was a potato with a hole in it.
I do feel like he was targeted. I wish I could say it was a freak accident and someone just came in, you know, two guys came in hoping to like rob someone and take some money, but deep down, that's not what I think happened.
Now more than 4 years later, Alicia is afraid her husband's case is cold.
As a widow or whenever you're grieving, it's one day I can be like, okay, I've got this, we're good. And then the next day I'm in bed and can't function. It's been really hard.
The ups and downs are unpredictable, just like what happened to Nick Cordova, taken from his family at the age of 40.
It's really hard, like being in this house, because this is the home that we had planned to like raise our kids together. And like he put that tire swing up in the front yard and everything in here, like we've done together. So it's the grieving process. That's not as hard now, but being in this house, it's the kids are happier, but for me, it's like it's like darkness in here. Like having to live in this house that we planned on growing old together in, and then him not physically being here, it's a lot.
And we've asked Gilbert PD to speak about this case on camera. A spokesperson declined, saying this is an active investigation.
Surveillance footage from inside the air conditioning office.
Well, there's definitely a lot more, right, John? I mean, it's been 4 years since you've seen anything.
Point.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the hang up?
We wonder the same thing. And for Alicia's family, they just want to see some effort in this, more effort, new leads. I mean, again, 4 years since we've seen that surveillance video. Somebody knows who that person is at that gas station. And the report says there were 2 suspects that came in for the ambush. Who's the other person? But that is high quality video from the gas station itself.
And police would not say if Dave inside was assaulted. Have they said that?
From what we know, there are no signs of any assault on this man. And again, we want to make it clear, he has not been named the suspect in this case.
You mentioned the potato with a hole in it. That, I mean, this is out of the movies, but
Yeah,
the silencer.
This was odd. That possibly could this have been some sort of silencer with a potato left at the scene with just a clear hole in it. I have not been able to see anything in the report that says what that was caused by, but definitely something strange that piqued our interest.
Okay, y'all, I'm glad to come back, because now I see the video. It's like, you know, the silent partner, they remember he said that, you know, they hit him they bopped him in the head and knocked him out, and then they had pal Nick, like they said, he didn't get hurt at all, like nothing. Like, why did he say that they bopped him in the head? And they clearly said there was no injuries on him. But they have a clear picture of this other guy. So I don't know. I'm just saying, allegedly, the partner said he got bopped in the head. And they said, no, was no injuries on him. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go. I had to come back and tell you this here. Alright, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe.